And as we all know, here it is, our first day of the new year. And we start our new year with the tragedy of a young girl, 6-year-old precious girl, who got hit by gunfire. And what we believe to be celebratory gunfire. And here we talk about the warnings of celebrating with gunfire and the potential consequences. And now this is a living example. So we have a young girl who is in intensive care today. And we are just fortunate that she is going to survive, and met with the parents. And so when we say, put the guns down, this chief is very serious about that. That in Oakland, this is our mantra. It is put the guns down. It is foolishness. It is unnecessary. And in this case, quite an innocent child was affected and harmed by this foolishness. And we're tired of it. We're done with it. So it is my message, put the guns down. Do not come to Oakland with your guns. And that's my statement about it. I do wish us a wonderful and prosperous new year. And I am not a cheap talker. So I mean what I say. And I'd like to see a total transformation in the city of Oakland. And I believe in it. I know it can occur. And I'm excited about our future. So, do you have any questions of me?
Can you tell us how the little girl was, what she said, how she seemed?
She is right now in a deep sleep. And so, although I got to see her and touch her and give her our bear from our police department to her, she is not awake yet. But she has been awake, and she's tracking. And so, I did get to speak with the parents and with the nurse who's taking exceptionally good care of her.
Chief, can you speak to how the parents are responding to this? I can only imagine your 6-year-old goes down and this is where you end up on New Year's Day.
Yeah, these parents are precious as well. You can tell. Obviously shaken by this, grateful to God's gracious hand that this little girl is going to survive from it. But of course they're shaken by it. Very gracious toward us, toward myself and Officer Watson. And first and foremost, this is about them, their safety. They have 5 children, and this is the youngest of the 5, and they're all little stair-steppers right there. Yeah.
Chief, how tough of a case would, to try to find the person who actually shot this? How tough is it? It feels like a needle in a haystack.
You would think that, and I'm very glad you mentioned this, because I do want to implore the community to come forward and give us information. The way this is that when people shoot up in the air in celebration, that bullet is coming down. And that is what happened here, apparently. So we know there's a proximity to where that gun was fired. We also have technology. Everybody knows that we use shot spotter technology that helps us pinpoint the location where the gunfire is actually discharged. And I want everyone to know this is no secret, but when we can get the bullet, when we can find and get the bullets, we can match these bullets to specific guns. So it's just a matter of time. But if we have people of interest, we want to know about it. And then I do also implore the person who probably is aware now that they shot a gun off last night in celebration, do know, and I hope it pierces your conscience to know that your gunfire last night resulted in the critical care of a 6-year-old. And I would ask you to come forward. All mistakes can be recovered from. So whoever did this, please come forward. Let's get it behind you and let's move forward. So that's my my call to our community.
Do you know her current condition? Is it stable, critical? Do we know?
She is critical.
Stable.
She is stable. And we do believe that she will be surviving this. Yes.
I think that's going to be about it.
That I would not be able to speak to, and I would not know. That is a medical issue. But y'all, I want to thank you again, and I do hope that you have a good beginning of your new year as well.
It's just us, me and my wife and our dogs, man. Walker. She sold jewelry for 20 years, and she always wanted to do this. and the company went out of business on a fluke. And a friend of ours got sick that had this little business, and so Roxanne might have took up in her eye, got the little dog print, right?
Yeah.
This was the first dog van until she got sideswiped.
I saw the damage over there on
And they
side.
said it was her fault.
Oh,
You could tell she got van. And so I kept this because my transmission in my car went out.
Yeah.
And we kept this. She goes, this is junk. And I go, it's too nice.
There
So
you
we
go.
kept it in the backyard for a few months. I didn't even know it. We see her every day. And one day I saw her over there. I go, what are you doing here? She goes, I work here. I said, is that right? So, and he's a school teacher at Skyline.
Okay.
James.
Yep.
Yeah. Warrior game at 2 in the morning.
Hold on. Say that again.
I was watching the Warrior game at the replay at about 2 in the morning when I seen all the police out here. And then only when they came and knocked on the door to start asking questions did we know what happened. So we were out here at midnight watching the fireworks and all the gun, so we didn't hear anything out of the ordinary until the police told us what happened. So it's a drag, man. People are idiots.
I mean, this is your neighborhood. To think that this comes down raining around your neighborhood. What's your thought?
It is what it is, right? It is what it is. We bought the house. We're not moving, right? And this is a good neighborhood. Actually, as quiet as it's kept. 98th Avenue in Oakland, when people hear them two words together, they think it's funky. But no, this is a good little neighborhood we live in because everybody's homeowners, you know, and everybody looks out for each other. It's just like a random act of violence you hear about on the news every day. Something crazy. Something that don't make no sense. But, yeah, that's it. That's all I know.
Well, Mr. Anderson, I appreciate it. Thank you for
Thank you,
talking
sir.
to us.
Okay, you guys.